So I feel this episode I need to start with a lore recap. So within the lore, Jones was originally an adventurer from last series that met up and joined with Amelia, who was also an adventurer, and saved Adam, who was initially genetically impossible and then became better. And Jones was kidnapped. Jones was kidnapped very early on last series, and we never got to see Jones again. And there was a big gap within the lore where we don't know what Jones did, but there was several years where he was missing. We now have a filler within the gap. Robert. Robert is a 31-year-old man who is actually Jones's son. So not only does this not fit into the lore whatever, this man is a genius. His speciality is intellectual and crafting, whereas Jones is this big hunking adventurer. What happened? What has happened? What is going on? Welcome to the Mechanoid Mastery Series, Episode 5. And wow! So today the plan is we're going to be gestating the tunneler. Going to get the tunneler. I'm going to show off what that does. I've got no idea what it does, honestly, but we're going to find out. And we're going to then also plan out and build the hotel for when we have our get weary travelers, and we can look after them, repair them, heal them, and feed them as well. I'd also very much like to go a little bit further into our technology tree to try achieve some sort of infinite resources, so we can start working with androids. Because I have some plans in the works. I have some plans. So if you enjoy any of today's episode and are excited to see Robert, or just see how anything goes with that, consider liking, subscribing, and make sure you tell your mum about it. So the first things first is Robert. Now, as a isolationist ideology, we can capture Robert, easy peasy, but we cannot convert him. We can't convert him and recruit him because that's not the point of being isolationist. We can't get any more than what we already have. So what we're going to have to do is rescue Robert and hope that he joins. I think that he might join if we just rescue him. And the multi-analyzer has been complete. So this will pretty much kicks off a lot of the high-tech things that we need for mechanoids, for infinite resources, and for androids, very importantly. The next thing on the list is going to be infinite resources and the tunnel that we are gestating is extremely important with that because it can drill. So what we need to do now is go into deep drilling and the ground penetrating scanner so we can access more resources. And Robert has joined. Robert is thankful you rescued him and has decided he would rather stay than leave and is joining your colony. So, issue number 1. Robert is a cannibal. What? Why is Jones's son a cannibal? He follows the way of the man pork, which is not the right ideology. Robert, you aren't a very nice man, are you? How are you Jones's son? So I think we need to either make a quote-unquote prison, which isn't very monk-like. Maybe it's just like a holding area where we make sure people are friendly, you know? And then we need to work out what to do with you. So we don't currently have the brainwashing mod installed, so we cannot remove a cannibal. But it might be something we do if I find it affects him too much as a character. But at the same time, Jones, why is your son a cannibal? Explain that. For the time being, I guess I'll just do a couple of conversion rituals and see if those work. Looks like we can start monkeying around. It's an orgy and the participants will ignore any sexual preferences during the event's duration. So even though I made all my characters bisexual, Jones will still hop along and have a good go at it. Expected quality is only 64%. Participants 6 out of 10 is the ideal amount for an orgy, apparently. The orgy organizer is present as well. Thank God for that. Oh God, and there's a 64% chance of a good orgy. Ah, yeah, that's my favourite. Robbie explained the history of mechanoids whilst in the middle of an orgy. Why are the mechanoids invited to an orgy? Rimworld, what is going on? Sexy monkeying around. The monkeying around was very sexy. We gave ourselves to each other in a communal expression of our deepest passions. It's what a nice way to call an orgy, you know? A group of monks having a good time with their robots. Jesus. Game, what is going on? So I've been reading the comments and you guys have been suggesting what to do with Robert. I've had Psycaster, Mechanator, just to turn him into just a general person. And he is actually our only colonist capable of violence currently as well, which is very interesting. But I'm not going to let him fight for obvious reasons like that. That's where we're monks. We don't do that sort of stuff. So I think what we'll do is eventually aim to convert it, make him into a Mechanator. But if he goes into sidecasting, I mean, we'll see how he plays out over this episode and the next episode and beyond, and see how it plays out. Oh no, we've got this trader come in, and they've got human eggs fertilized for only $131 as well. Very good value, by the way. I'm tempted just to buy one just to see what happens. Must be, what temperature do we need to keep at? Between 0 and 50 Celsius. Yeah, let's keep ourselves a fertilized human egg, and then we'll keep it. I don't know where to keep it. Should we just keep it in someone's bedroom? Yeah, that sounds like a fantastic place to put a human egg. What? There you go. So we now have cleared out the ancient danger and the area here. So now I'm going to plan out our new hotel. There we go. So I've got the initial hotel thing kind of planned out. So it's going for the trouser leg design. I don't know what to call this sort of design. So we've got 2 long corridors down the middle, so we can have them split into like maybe bedrooms and shops and make them more individual, have the ones at different prices. And then we have these splitting off individual corridors where we can have gardens in the middle, make it look a little bit more pretty. And then I like storage, a shop, restaurant, who knows? The potential is just huge. If you didn't think our naming scheme for this series was complicated, we now have Robert, Robbie, and Bobber. They're pretty much all the same name. So we have 3 colonists now that all sound the same. I've made the decision to give Robert the ability to meditate at this anima tree. I don't know if he's able to connect to it. I'm kind of just hoping that he can. We'll just see if he goes for it. I've given him the chance to do it if he wants to. He is on an anything schedule. I want Robert to play out his story the way he wants to do it. I'm not going to force him to do anything. If something comes his way, something comes his way. And a raid of pigs from the Picker Cuck have arrived nearby and are approaching from multiple angles. Poggo the pig! Poggo the pig. I love pigs with nice names. I love them. I absolutely love Poggo the pig. They have a lot of grenades, and some of them have guns. Kind of scary. But we have a lot of mechanoids. So hopefully this goes okay. If we just bring the guys to stand them behind here, maybe they'll be alright. Gerald's in a bit of a pickle right now. Oh, no. Agrahand won! Absolutely obliterated. Lifter 2's been absolutely obliterated as well. Poggo, they're all coming around the corner. They got no idea what's about to hit them. Minotaur's left, right, and centre. And they're already fleeing. Mechanoids are actually unbelievably powerful, aren't they, really? Like, in high numbers as well. They are, like, really powerful. Come on, let's chase him. Chase him down. Chase him down. Just the 5 defenseless monks chasing down a pig person. It's just like... Gerald's dead. Oh, what? Bobbert, wipe that smile off your face. Gerald died. Okay, well, I didn't expect that. I did not expect that at all. We'll put him on ice because I want Gerald. Gerald's very good at things. I'm going to put him on ice, and I'm pretty sure I can get Resurrector Mech Serums. Yeah, Resurrector Mech Serum. We can eventually craft it with 60,000 research. And Gerald, I think, is a important character, and I don't want to get rid of Gerald because at the end of the day, it's another Mechanator, so I don't want to lose him. We can extract the mech link. Oh no, we've got a real issue. So we can extract the mech link and give it to Robert. Oh no. Let's bury Gerald first. Let's put him in the sarcophagus, and you know what? I'll leave it to you guys in the comments. If you guys want to see Robert, Jones's son, become a Mechanator, tell me. But if you want him to become something else, let me know, and I'll keep Gerald on ice. We've now finally got fabrication, so now we can actually build robots and everything continuously, which is actually massive at the moment because we've got lots of steel, just nothing else. But a fabrication bench allows us to expand everything as well and get more various items. Maybe we're going to have to build a different crafting room? Maybe? Would it be crude to build another building shaped like this? Would it? Would it? Knowing the people that watch these videos, yes, it would be. Oh, I'm going to have to build another building. Maybe we change this building to be just totally dedicated to mechanoids and have a different building for crafting. That might be a good idea, honestly, and move everything out. Yeah, let's do that. Let's build a crafting room. Okay, so this is going to be the design of the building I'm going for. So if you think about it, this is the long corridor, and these are like these side buildings off to the side for like a work area. So we're going to have storage and some general crafting down the side here. Then we have like specialized things in these little rooms here. It means that I can sort of split things off and have them like specializations and put like specific resources in specific rooms. I think that would work quite nicely. We've got a lot of projects on the go. A lot of projects. I like it. This is nice. Okay, so we've had a quest here from the Empire. Opava 2, a praetor from the Shattered Empire, is having trouble landing near the monastery due to repeated infestations. He wants to draw the bugs to you, and it will provoke an infestation of 4 hives, and only 3 troopers will be given to us. And for 6 advanced components, or 34 glitter world medicine. Oh wow. I mean, I'm going to take this for the advanced components for sure. And the 3 troopers that are going to have guns, massive help. Wow, that's a really cool ship. And they are tunneling towards us. Where are they? Okay, they're up here. We don't even need to deal with this straight away. If we just keep the troopers here and get them to do some stone cutting, then go deal with this, oh, that'd be perfect. I've now built some more band nodes as well to extend the amount of bandwidth my people can have so they can have more mechanoids. So now everybody should have a minimum of 7? 7? Okay, whoa, okay, I thought they would only have 6, but that's really good. So we now get a couple more mechanoids, including one more large mech. So what we need to do is chuck in Robert. In you go, Robert. This is your sacrifice that you must make as not being part of us. This is your duty, to act as a sort of volunteer. Robert's standard subcourse. So what are we going to create? Now last episode I did discuss the ones I wanted: a marshal, a behemoth, a zealot, and I would quite like a ranger or 2. So I think what I'm going to go for with what the resources we've got at the moment, I think we're going to get ourselves a marshal. Oh my god, colonists are gathering to celebrate Boba and Jean's marriage. That was quick. That was a very quick engagement, but hey, it's going to be a busy party. Lots of people are going to be attending. It's going to be so romantic. The Empire's here. All that honey you spit from your mouth, Boba, is just to coat the words of venom and envy. Oh, wow. They really aren't getting along. The monks in the Empire. And there we are. The gestation is complete for the tunneler. Jones, relieve your creature. Oh, hello. Hello, big boy. It's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. I thought it'd be bigger, honestly. It looks pretty cool from the side, to be fair. That is really cool. That is really cool. What can you do? Can you do anything? I'm not too sure, but we'll find out, I'm sure. Well, we have a raid as well from a group of Saurids. Okay, there are 8 of them. Not ideal, but they're going to prepare for a while and attack. So the tunneler, whilst they're preparing, how fast do you mine? Very quickly. That's very good. A group of tunnelers would make light work of like anything, I'd imagine. Right, let's grab our Empire units and get them to come down here as well. We'll get them to sort of take the brunt of the damage here, and we'll bring everyone else to sort of stand around waiting with the Minotaurs. There we are. They're now attacking as well. I mean, this doesn't really make much difference to us because we're using the Empire to do it for us. You know, you could say this is slightly controversial because we aren't actually meant to be doing this, but hey, it's an easy win. So next on the list, we probably want to now deal with all of the mega spiders and everything up here. There's quite a few of them. Are you guys particularly injured? No, not really at all, honestly. Can you come out here and do your jobs, please? That would be fantastic. The Empire people are dying. One of them has died. One of them is down currently. The other one is just not actually doing anything. Oh no. That's it. Stand your ground. Oh, stand your ground. Don't let them through. Oh no. Okay, a lot of them are on fire, so that's not too bad actually. Nice. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. There is a couple left that are downed, but nothing that my Minotaurs can't take out. Minotaurs OP, I'm telling you. I've now built the mech band antenna as well, so we can now summon in the War Queen. So summon the mech threat, summon War Queen threat. Now, if I press this, will it do it immediately? No. Okay, so it's going to send us 1 War Queen, 5 pikemen, and 2 scythers, which doesn't seem like a lot, honestly. But seeing what happened to Gerald, where he got 1 hit killed, I'm kind of scared because our defenses currently are a hedge. And it's not that our mechanoids are necessarily bad, we just don't have anywhere to hide whilst also being able to use them. So I think a good investment to make will be to build like mini buildings where all of our Mechanators can stand inside whilst the Mechanoids do all the damage. And if we put them near the entrance as well, so we have like 2 3x3 buildings here, and then maybe scatter them around in different places as well, so we can like fall back to them. Maybe have one here as like a defensive area as well. And I've started planning out the safe room as well. So we've just got some beds in this side. We're gonna have recreation and eating area here. And on this side, I'm gonna make as a quote unquote production room. So we'll have research benches, maybe I'll store some spare resources here. Only a small amount so we can make things, and a lot of food in this area here. So this will mean that if the War Queen is a bit scary, then we should be absolutely fine. And we've finished modern furniture. We've entered the modern era, theoretically. Research, I've not been doing much, honestly. I'm liking going a little bit slower, not rushing towards anything. But I'd also really want to get the next level of Mechanoids. So we've got standard mech tech. So what is next after standard mech tech? Next is high mech tech, and that requires us to have defeated the War Queen. And then after that, we'll have ultra mech tech, which we've got a lot to work towards before we can access that. I think our next goal will be defeat the War Queen and get high mech tech, that's for sure. And Robert can gain expertise in intellectual as well. Do I want him to go down the intellectual route? Yes, I kind of do. He has been very helpful as the intelligence that he gained and inherited from Jones is obviously showing very well. Jones has always been into crafting throughout his time here, but intellectual is definitely going to be Robert's thing. I think if you just go for research speed, that'll be perfect. And an update on the tunneler. The tunneler is incredible. The tunneler has mined up just a ridiculous amount of steel. It's just non-stop. Because it hasn't got to sleep or anything apart from recharging, which it doesn't need to do very often, it's so good. I'm so happy I made the investment. It's really cool as well, which helps. We've now finally scanned up some plasteel on the map. Yes! It's in such a convenient location as well. Oh, I'm so happy of how conveniently located that plasteel is. Cheers, game. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I didn't want to try keep the base slightly aesthetically pleasing without destroying on the mountains, but for the sake of being able to get better Mechanoids, I kind of have to build a deep drill so deep into the mountain that it's just like redundant. It's kind of shit, honestly. And there we are. We now have the deep drill all set up, and now that means that this big old unit here can finally be put to work on just the most overpowered stuff possible. If I really want to min-max like the efficiency of the tunneler, I could move the charging station over here and set a permanent area for it, but that's just not quite the point, is it? And I think we are going to call today's episode here. A lot of projects have been started today, a lot of research has been undertaken today, and progress towards finding out who Robert's true self is. It's in progress. It's been a massive shame about Gerald losing him as well. Like I said when he did die, if you want to see Robert be turned into a Mechanator or not, let me know in the comments down below. We can see what we can do about that. Next episode, we will be summoning the War Queen, regardless of whether or not we've just dated a Marshal. I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not in time. And hopefully we can start finishing actually on the hotel. We ran out of granite halfway through. So we have got deep drills set up to get us some granite. It's just going to be a very slow thing. Hopefully Trader can come along and sort us out. So if you have enjoyed today's episode and are sad about the loss of our dear friend Gerald, consider liking, subscribing. Make sure you tell your mum about it, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.